Hello everyone, welcome into Fatty's Feast, where we make the best food you'll ever eat without leaving your backyard. My name is Josh. Today we're going to be whipping up a classic spicy Cajun style jambalaya on the Blackstone griddle. Let's get started. I'm continuing this trend of spicy dishes. It's fall time, so I'm in the spicy mood, and jambalaya is something I make every year around this time. It just hits my palate in the right way, and I crave it, and I love New Orleans. It's like my second favorite city other than Nashville. Typically, jambalaya is made in a pot, in a slow cooker or something like that. I've done a video on that before, way back, but this recipe is a little less work, and you're gonna get pretty much the same flavors. In today's dish, I'm gonna be using 3 different meats. I got chicken, I got andouille sausage, and I got shrimp. Now, if you're not a fan of one of those, you can take one of those out or substitute it with something else. It's all about what you wanna do. Those are my 3 favorite things to use, so that's what we're gonna do. So let's get down here and get started. First up, I got a hot side over here. Let's throw some oil down. And on my tray here, I got 2 of my meats. We're gonna start with the chicken. And I'll just break this up, get it all evenly spaced out. Gonna throw down some fresh cracked pepper. And then I have 2 different style Cajun seasonings I'm gonna be using. First, my old friend Tony Chachery's. This is just their classic Creole seasoning with spice and herbs. It's gonna add some herbiness to it, if you will. I'm gonna throw a little bit of that down. Then I have some Cajun two-step, that's Money Dude. We're gonna throw some of this down. This adds a little bit of spice. We'll give this a mix. Now this is about 4 chicken breasts, medium size, so I would say about a pound of chicken. And as we go through this dish today, I'm gonna be throwing the same spices on everything. Now I'll put links for both of these in the description. You can get them on Amazon. This one's gonna add a little more heat to your dish, whereas this one adds a little bit more herbs and a little bit more salt. So if you don't like either of those, you can use less of this, or you can use less of this for salt. I'm not gonna be throwing any salt down because this has enough salt. Let's throw some oil down on our medium to medium-low side. Now right here, I'm gonna throw down your holy trinity. Look at all those veggies. Let's get these spaced out. I got 1 onion here. I got 4 stalks of celery. I have red and orange bell peppers, 1 of each, and 3 jalapenos. Let's get a little more oil on top of these. We throw down a good knob of butter, just about that. Oh, come back here. There we go. And some more cracked pepper. Get this mixed up. We're gonna let these cook down. Now you need to do the onion, celery, and peppers, I should say, the bell peppers. That's the holy trinity. But if you don't want to use the jalapeno because you don't like the spice, that's fine. Or you can use less jalapeno, but I'm going to destroy my taste buds today. We'll get these nice and flattened out. Give our chicken a nice stir, coming along. We don't need to cook this really all the way through because it's going to be on here the longest time. So we're just looking to brown it up a little bit. Get some more oil down right here. Once again, this is a medium heat. And in this pot here, I have pre-cooked rice, 4 cups uncooked. So that's what you end up with. That's a lot of rice. So the easiest way to do this, even though there is no easy way, I'm just going to throw it down if I can. And we're just going to sort of fry it up like a stir fry. Let's get this spaced out. It's pretty much already broken up. I just want to get this spaced out as much as possible. Let's give our veggies a flip. These are coming along nicely. And I put this rice down sort of toward the beginning because I want it to warm up as much as possible and get everything incorporated. Let's get a little more oil on this rice. Throw our mix of Cajun seasonings on here. Heat us another knob of butter and some more pepper. And I can just sort of mix this all together. I don't really have any measurements here that I'm going by. Everything's to taste. Whatever looks good. I'm just looking for a general nice red color throughout. That's how I know I use enough seasoning, but I'm trying not to oversalt it. Get that pressed down. Let's give our veggies one more flip. And that's what you're looking for. Something, they got that translucent color to them. Now to our veggies, I'm going to add 1 can of tomato paste. And we'll give this a stir. You want this tomato paste to cook down a little bit. That's why I'm adding it now. I'm just going to sort of let that get fragrant before I add my rice completely. Now some jambalaya uses tomatoes. If I was cooking it in a pot, I would do that. I'm just adding the tomato paste for more color than anything. Just flatten that out. Give our rice a stir. It's browning up. Give our chicken a flip. Oh, it's nice and brown. About time to add this. Look at that chicken, looking good. Then I'm going to add 1, 2 and a half spoonfuls of garlic, and we'll mix that again. Tomato paste is cooking down pretty well. So now we got this nice red color. That's what we're looking for. Once we add everything, it's going to be evenly spread throughout. Two more things I want to add to my rice. Just a little bit of Worcester sauce. And then I have a little bit of my Nashville hot chicken sauce I'm going to throw in there. I know it's Nashville, it's not Louisiana, but it was left over. And all it is butter, cayenne, paprika, and hot sauce, what we're using anyway. And because I'm psychotic, why not add a little bit more hot sauce? Make it really spicy. Give this a mix. It's going to have some nice red color at the end. And now we can add all this together. So I want to get all this incorporated before I add my chicken, just to see where we're at, if I need to add any more hot sauce, any more tomatoes, or, well, not tomatoes, but anything else. Now in one pot, traditional jambalaya, you would use uncooked rice. Obviously we're doing it on the griddle, so I couldn't do that. That's why I cooked it beforehand. You definitely want to do that so you can have this rice sort of fried style, just warm it up, and it looks great. And look at that red color, that's great. Let's add our chicken in. So we'll give this a mix. It's a lot of food. Check this out, my God. I'm just gonna push this off to the side. And we'll just let this chill out. I'm gonna turn my two burners over here all the way down to low. I'm also gonna turn my two burners on this side down to a medium low. We'll put some more oil down. And our last two meats, we got our sausage. Now this is already pre-cooked, so we just have to warm it up. That's why I'm not concerned about it. And this andouille sausage is the stuff you want to use. If you get regular sausage or kielbasa, it's just not going to do the trick. This has those Cajun spices you're looking for, and you can already smell it coming off right now. Going to add some more of this seasoning to my mix here. Make sure that rice has enough. Look at that red color. Oh, this is going to be so good. See how this is? Nice and browned up. Should only need a minute or two more. I don't know if I mentioned this. This is about a pound of sausage, a little less, 12 ounces or so. All right, this is nice and browned up now. We can add this in. Get this all nice and mixed up. And last but not least, one more coat of oil and our shrimp. Now this is 12 ounces of shrimp, deveined, tail off. I know tails add flavor, but I don't want to deal with it. And these are going to take no time to cook at all. That's why I waited till the last minute to do them. Let's add a little bit of hot seasoning to these too. Why not? And a little bit of herbs. We're just going to keep stirring this till the shrimp's done. Oh, we got some great color on this still. It looks so good. A few more things I want to add because this is almost done cooking. I'm just going to do about a tablespoon of oregano, a tablespoon of thyme, and about a tablespoon of parsley. Just to add some herbs. You know, you just got to have that earthiness, that natural flavor of the earth. Oh, there we go. That's what we're looking for. I got that whiff of herbs. Shrimp, just about done. Needs about a minute or two. Just for good measure, I'm going to add some more of this two-step and a little more Tony Chachere's. Once again, eyeballing this. I just like spicy, so I know I want more. Find it better to add as you go along because you can't take anything out. You can only put stuff in. So just keep that in mind, especially with these high salt kinds of seasonings. Our shrimp look nice and done, so we're going to mix them in, but notice I cooked them in the same area that the chicken and sausage was, so they're just absorbing all that flavor that's already on this griddle. It's going to make it 10 times better. Move this right to the middle, get some surface area. Oh God, the smells, the seasonings, the spices, the parsley, oregano, thyme, it all smells so freaking good. And we're just mixing this all together. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that beautiful mound of jambalaya. Let's give it a taste test. Actually, one more thing I want to do before we give it a taste test is just to cut up some green onion, just for a little bit of color. Not too much. Well, let's take our plate and get a nice heaping spoonful of this jambalaya. Now, I'm trying to get a little bit of everything here, so I want to mix it up. Then let me just pour some of this green onion right on top. Gorgeous. And look at that. Lovely. All right, moment of truth. Let me see if I can get a bite with everything. Oh, I almost did. Okay, look at that. I got some sausage, I got some chicken, and I got some shrimp underneath. That's good. Not spicy with the first bite. It comes in after, just like traditional jambalaya really does, at least for me. Probably actually could use a little more salt for my taste, but that was a perfect amount of two-step and Tony Chachere's. Once again, I'll put links in the description for both of those. The shrimp, delicious. The sausage, delicious. The chicken, delicious. Now, if you want, which I'll probably do, I'll probably add some hot sauce to top this off. And I might add a little more seasoning just to my dish. But this is a good base for people that like a little bit of spicy, but maybe not as much as I do. Or if you're a big spice fan, it's not as much as you do. But this will get you sweating a little bit. It's not like overly spicy. But then if you make it this way, you'll have enough wiggle room for people to add more pepper or spice or whatever they want to do. So you're not really killing your guests. And this amount of food is massive. I'm not eating this all tonight, obviously. This will serve probably like 12 people. So if you want leftovers, which is why I made as much as I did, you're going to want to make that much. I probably could have stepped down the amount of rice, maybe used 3 cups of uncooked rice. But hey, you know what? Rice is one of the main ingredients in this dish, so I'm happy. Just like Louisiana, just like the Bayou. I need to go back there at some point. But anyway, everyone, thank you so much for watching this episode of Fatty's Feast. If you liked what you saw, please smash that like button, get this content out to more people. If you have any ideas for griddle recipes or smoker recipes that you want to see me do, let me know in the comments. I want to hear from you. Over here, I'm going to put a video specifically designed for your taste. You're going to love it, so check it out. And then over here, I'm going to do one of my griddle playlists. I'm not sure which one yet, but if you want to see more cooking on the griddle, you're going to want to check that out. That's Hours of Entertainment. Right smack dab in the middle, subscribe if you love me so much and want to see more of my average face. And until next time, stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy, stay full, and stay tubby.